Shane Told of 3OK TV in association with Matt King's Gym Marbella. With me I've got the main man who makes everything tick over, the man that does more jobs than any other man in boxing, none other than Mike Goodall. How are you, Mike?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. A little bit tired, but early start this morning.
What time did you start this morning?
We were on site at 6:30 this morning.
Okay, now, for those that don't know who Mike Goodall is, you might know his name. You've probably seen him MCing, you may have seen him setting up rings, you may have seen him doing announcements and all kinds of stuff at the press conference. How many jobs is it you actually do in boxing?
If it's got to be done, the only thing I won't do in boxing is put on a pair of gloves and box. I'll do anything else to make the sport tick or do whatever I got to do.
Now, you've worked
Mickey
in boxing.
Duff used to tell the story of, he said, a guy went into a labour exchange and he said, have you got any jobs, mate? And he said, do you know what? He said, I had 7 this morning. He said, but Mike Goodall come along and took them all.
He's not joking, he's not joking. I've got to say, other than us, you probably work the most shows in boxing out of everyone. I see you at probably the most shows.
Yeah. I would say, and I'm not bragging here, that I have seen more fights than anybody else in the world.
Honestly?
I estimate that I've seen somewhere around about 60,000 fights in my time.
You want a puff on that, man?
No, thanks, man.
Name me, go on then, I'm not to put you on the spot here, but what was one of the best fights you can remember recalling seeing?
The best fight I ever saw live was Ben McClellan. Yeah, without a doubt. You know, tremendous fight, tremendous. We've not had another one since. It was unfortunate the outcome with McClellan on it and what have you, but you know, it was an absolutely tremendous fight.
I can see on your wrist you're wearing the famous watch that's caused a lot of controversy. 30k.
No, it's not. No.
Is it 30k?
No. The story was that I said that watch that cost me 400 quid keeps just as good a time as a £30,000 Rolex.
Right,
it don't keep no different time.
I got you. When Frank Hopkins was winding you up about the 30k watch, how close on a scale of 1 to 10 was you to losing out and hitting him?
I'd never hit Frank. I love him. He's a great fella. The only thing is that he comes to the wrong place because the British Gurning Championships is just down the road and that's where he's supposed to be.
What about when he got the jeweller on the phone though? When he got the jeweller on the phone asking him about the 30 grand watch. That was so funny. I had tears in my eyes. So funny.
There you go. I wouldn't have a 30 grand watch. It doesn't keep any better time than that one does.
I bet you wouldn't. I know exactly what you're about, mate.
Yeah.
How do you think the current crop of boxers compare to some of the fighters that were around when you first started, when the likes of Mickey Duff shows?
Listen, I've got to be quite honest here. The 80s and 90s were some tremendous years in boxing, particularly the early 90s when you had Eubanks, BENN, Bruno, Nazim Hamid, Lennox Lewis. It was a great era and it was great. It's gone off, it's come back a little bit. We're on top of the world at the moment. You know, we do things and I get told, Eddie for example says, oh, we've got to do it like this because it's how they do it in America. We're now top, let America follow us. You know, we're there, we've got the world champions, long may it continue. It's doing British boxing absolutely, you know, fantastic job. Eddie's doing a great job, Sky are doing a great job, and it's all working and it's all paying dividends now that it's all come to fruition. And long may it continue. You
do a great job, obviously, with Ringcraft, your company that rent out rings. Just to show how booming British boxing is, what's the record for most rings you've had rented out on a Saturday, for instance, on any average Saturday? What's the record for most rings?
The third week in March this year, I think it was the third Saturday in March, we had 14 rings out that day.
That's incredible. So that's 14 shows around the country.
14 shows we were doing. I mean, we don't just do this country, we go into Europe as well. Yeah. I go down to Monte Carlo about 4 or 5 times a year.
Drive to Monte Carlo, I might add on as well. You drive all the way, you mean man, all the way to Monte Carlo with the rings yourself.
Well, you've got to do that, haven't you? You can't fly the bloody things. They're too heavy. They cost a fortune, so you've got to drive them. But because of the time schedule we work on, you get here and you go, and it takes 24 hours. You drive continuously. It's 2 of us go, and we take it in turns driving. But it's there, and then you get it down, and then it's back again when the show's finished. That's what you got to do.
Listen, you, Simon, your boy Simon, and the rest of the team at Ringcraft do a fantastic job. If it wasn't for you, we would have no boxing to watch because there'd be no ring, probably no announcer, no microphones either.
That's quite right. I can tell you, Frank Boreham once said they did an article in in Boxing News, which said that Barney Francis was the most important man in boxing. Frank Warren said, no, Mike Goodall's the most important man in boxing, because if you ain't got a ring, you ain't got no boxing. End of.
That's right. That's a very good point.
But you know, you don't push that one. It's what we've done for 30 odd years now, since 1988, and it's something we love doing, enjoy doing, and we're committed to the sport. And the whole of my company is. You know, I started up my own sign company to cope with it.
I forgot you do the signs as well. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, we do all that. I mean, we've got 33 staff at the moment to cope with it all.
That's incredible.
And that's the way it is. Yeah. But we do whatever we've got to do. If you're going to put these banners up, whatever, then you've got to put these banners up. And talking about that, the way the wind's blowing, that I'm not very confident at the moment. But, there you go.
As I said, you're all doing a fantastic job. Thank you for giving me some time. Slow down, let someone else earn a few quid, mate, and we'll catch you real soon. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Cheers, Mike.
Cheers.